Welcome, have a nice day. Today is Sunday, 3rd of September 2023. In 1981, the Convention of the Elimination of All Forms of Discrimination Against Women, an international Bill of Rights for Women, is instituted by the United Nations on this same day. 3rd of September also is celebrated as Skyscraper Day. The day marks the ability of a man to construct an industrial masterpiece. Starting the newspaper, analysts with the newspaper, The Hindu states that Central Bureau of Investigation charges 3 arrested railway officials in Balasore train collision case. Derailed coaches of the Coromandel Express are seen on its accident spot at Bahanaga railway station in Balasore district of Odisha. The Hindu newspaper also states that Imphal's remaining Kuki families allege for civil eviction. The Hindu newspaper also states that from mosque to classrooms, fight against drug addiction among youth intensifies in Kashmir. Dr. Muzaffar Khan, a clinical psychologist, addresses a religious congregation about drug abuse at the Magam Imambara in North Kashmir in August 2023. Going towards the Indian Express newspaper states that men who will study a one nation, one election, Amit Shah, Kovind and Ghulam Nabi Azad. Former President Ramnath Kovind, named chairman of high-level committee on simultaneous elections, brings heft to the panel. Kovind, who served as the 14th president of India between 2017 and 2022, has been lawyer by profession. Amit Shah, as a BJP chief, wrote to law panel in support of idea. Indian Express also states that One Nation, One Election panel, N.K. Singh's journey from IAS to RS, BJP to Finance Commission. Most recently, he was co-convener of an expert group under India's G20 presidency, along with the former United States Treasury Secretary Lawrence Summers on the issue of strengthening multilateral development banks. N.K. Singh is a retired IAS officer who became a Rajya Sabha member, MP from the JDU, then joined the BJP in 2014 and went to the chair of the 15th Finance Commission from 2017 to 2020. He has spoken and written on strengthening center-state cooperation and on a debate around freebies. Indian Express also states that LPG price cut Ujjwala expansion could cost over Rs 37,000 crore annually. The government on Tuesday announced the price cut, which was implemented by a public sector oil marketing companies (OMCs) on Wednesday. The government stopped providing LPG subsidy in the early month of the 2020-21 fiscal, when global oil and fuel prices had crashed. Going towards the Hindustan Times newspaper states that will Xi Jinping's likely absence at G20 summit reflect on host country. Chinese President Xi Jinping's absence at the G20 summit next week won't reflect on the host country, as some heads of the state or government have skipped past summits for their own reasons. People familiar with the matter said on Saturday. Chinese President Xi Jinping. Hindustan Times also states that Goel siphoned Jet funds to family tax havens enforcement drive. Jet Airways founder Naresh Goel siphoned off carriers' money to family members, including his daughter's production company, and to tax havens without any rationale and for personal enrichment and gains, the Enforcement Directorate claimed a day after arresting him. The special PMLA court remanded Jet Airways founder Naresh Goel in the enforcement drive custody till September 11. Hindustan Times also states that premises of Kuki professors, two Meitei lawyers, vandalized. The residences and chambers of two Meitei lawyers in Imphal were vandalized on Friday by a group of unidentified people allegedly as a retaliation against them for representing a Hyderabad-based Kuki professor in court. Premises of Kuki professor, two Meitei lawyers vandalized. Going towards the economy of the country, Uday Kotak resigns as CEO of Kotak Mahindra Bank. India will play an important role in trade realignment globally, former United States Assistant Commerce Secretary Arun Kumar. Car maker Renault rolls out Urban Night limited edition. The Urban Night edition will have limited production of 300 units for each model. Going towards the world news, including Biden-Modi bilateral ahead of G20 meet, White House. Canada pauses negotiations on trade agreement with India officials. Canada shut its land border to asylum seekers, more refugees come anyway. The Nobel Foundation retracts invite to Russia, Belarus, and Iran representatives to attend ceremonies. Ramaswamy calls his differences with the Trump very small report. Typhoon Sola makes a landfall in Guangdong after slamming Hong Kong Macau. Going towards the science and technology, chest X-ray interpretation using artificial intelligence can detect more TB cases. The 2019-2021 National TB Prevalence Survey of India report said nearly 43% of TB cases would have been missed without a chest X-ray. Operation Gaja shines spotlight on the Chittor's Kumkis Jayant and Vinayak with a wild elephant and at 190 Ramapuram village in Chittor. The man behind the mercenary premises. Line engraving of Marine Mercenary. Space junk in Earth orbit and on the moon will increase with the future missions, but nobody is in charge of cleaning it up. This file computer generated image released by the European Space Agency on April 15, 2008 shows a trackable objects in the orbit around Earth. The United States said November 8, 2021, it was investigating a debris generating event in outer space after astronauts on the International Space Station were forced to prepare for a possible evacuation. At last, there's a famous quotation said by Rabindranath Tagore, whose birth anniversary is 7 May 1861 up to 8 August 1941, was a Bengali poet, writer, playwright, composer, philosopher, social reformer, and a painter. He reshaped Bengali literature and music as well as Indian art with the contextual modernism in the late 19th and early 20th century. Author of the profoundly sensitive, fresh and beautiful poetry of Gitanjali, he became in 1930 the first non-European and the first lyricist to win the Nobel Prize in Literature. Tagore's poetic songs were vivid as a spiritual and mercurial. However, his elegant prose and magical poetry remain largely unknown outside the Bengal. He was fellow of the Royal Asiatic Society, referred to as the Bard of the Bengal. Tagore was also known by his sobriquets as Gurudev, Kobi Guru, and Biswa Kobi. Mr. Rabindranath Tagore says a famous quotation. He says that reach high, for stars lie hidden in you. Dream deep, for every dream precedes the goal. Okay, thank you.